Here, Dave.
Where are you? Hey.
Hey. How did you and AJ become friends, and what's it like managing against him in the World Series?
We became friends when we worked together with the Padres in San Diego, and he was in the front office, I think, director of scouting, and I was a coach, and we just kind of hit it off, and obviously we were contemporaries and had mutual friends, and just loved talking about the game. And so still have mutual friends, obviously, in the game now, and so to be managing against them now in this situation, it's really surreal. I think after we advanced, he reached out to me, and then after they advanced, I reached out to him, and then from that point on, it's been radio silence.
Oh, we'll go in the way back here.
Dave, outside of Corey Seager being added to the roster, do you anticipate any other changes maybe on the pitching side?
There's a couple things we're sort of talking through. Obviously, with Corey, the addition of Corey, 3 games potentially in Houston with the DH. How we're going to use the catchers, sort of what makes sense in this particular series. So, yeah, outside of Corey right now, we still have a little bit more time to kind of figure it out.
Steve in the second row.
Dave, I want to ask you a typical question, but a question you have to be asked before the series, what it means for you to be in the series, bringing your team to a series, especially for a team that hasn't been there in decades. And secondly, if you can talk about the Astros, your opinion of that.
Well, I think that obviously we're excited about this opportunity, but we're 4 wins away from accomplishing our goal. So up to this point, like I've said all year long, we've taken care of what we had to get to this point. We still have a very focused group and a lot of work to be done. Very good ball club, very well coached. It's a forward-thinking organization. They've got a lot of talent. They can pitch, they can slug. They've just got a lot of athleticism. So, to kind of prepare for a team like that poses some problems, but I like our guys too.
See Mary, third row.
Hi, Dave. It seems like much longer ago, but I think it was just a little bit less than 2 years ago when they had a press conference upstairs and you put on the jersey and you said that this organization had been so good to you, you really hope to give back and get to a World Series. Here you sit, and I know you've got a lot of things in your mind right now, but have you had any time to sort of reflect on what has been just an unimaginable 2 years, and here you sit today with the World Series backdrop behind you?
I don't do as good of a job of enjoying the moment as I probably should. I do recall that day, and I think it was to bring a championship back, not just to get here. So we're almost there. But yeah, there's intermittent moments where I can kind of, and I sort of live through it for the players and the coaches and see their excitement and big spots. And you see Clayton, who was just up here, and see what he's been through. And Kenley and I, the conversations that we've had, and guys in the clubhouse that have been here for so long and waited for this moment. So yeah, you want to finish it off with a championship, though.
Here, left Dave on the far side, Michael.
Dave, hi. Knowing Alex Cora, being a teammate of his, knowing Boston a bit, being a first-time manager, which Alex is going to be once this series is over, what's your take on that hiring, and how do you think Alex is going to do?
I think he's going to do well. He's very intelligent, understands the game tremendously. I think that he connects with players, and there's got to be a trust. He's a grinder. He likes to work, and but obviously until you do it, there's going to be some challenges as far as managing your time. And it's considerably different than just being a coach, a major league coach. But the core of understanding the game of baseball, connected with players, and taking on information and how you sort of get it to the players and the coaches, I think that he'll do very well. And obviously, he played well there in Boston, and has some relationships with certain players that are still there, which I think is a good thing. And I think he's a great leader.
Left aisle, white shirt.
Dave, when players are injured, they can sometimes be ghosts. They're not involved anymore. They can be forgotten. With Ethier,
how did he integrate himself into the mix, and where was his value before September 1st?
Well, with Andre, it's been a very difficult 2 seasons. You look back at spring training, he was actually going to start the season as our leadoff hitter, takes the ball off at Salt River Field off the shin and breaks his leg. And so he's out for essentially the entire year. And then this year, the back went south on him. So as frustrated as he has been, he still managed to stay connected with his teammates. And there's a lot of banter going back and forth with him and Cody or Austin and the other guys, and just keeping those guys going. He was around us when he could be, but he worked really tirelessly to get back. And even when he wasn't starting, when he was sort of getting back, he just said he just wants to be a part of this in any way, shape, or form, and had no expectations going into October. And so he earned that opportunity to be on the postseason roster. So I think that for me personally, just seeing it from a kind of afar, is that just the way that he's handled some struggles with a lot of class and professionalism. And I know inside his heart was broke, but he never let the guys see that, and he was always there, positive, rooting for his teammates. So to see him back, active, and getting big hits for us in the postseason for the longest tenured Dodger, I think, it's great to see. And he said a lot of cool things to the team as far as really embracing this opportunity, because you never know when you're going to get it again.